Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Sorry, it's been a while since we've last posted, but life kind of gets in the way sometimes. Anywho, we recently visited Salem, Massachusetts this past October. This visit was during the weekend before Halloween, so it was super busy. We're going to share our experience about getting there, staying there, dining, and exploring the local attractions. And if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate any help we can get building up our itty bitty channel. Thanks. If given the choice to travel the traffic of the Cross Bronx Expressway or splurging on a ferry ride always wins, no question. Now, it doesn't save us any time, it certainly doesn't save us any money, but it makes the trip so much more enjoyable, and that's enough reason for the expense. When it comes to RV camping at Salem, Winter Island Park is the only game in town. After passing the guard booth at the camp entrance, you'll need to register at the camp office for paperwork and campsite info. You'll also be in a shared parking lot for the marina and one of the two RV camp sections. This particular section overlooks Salem Harbor. We reserved a spot in the field lot, and for some reason I chose one of the two corner spots, which meant we had to unhitch.
Next time we'll choose one of these spots, as it will give us more space. Each site has access to water and 30 and 50 amp electric.
The dump station is off-site, but only half a mile away. You'll need to get buzzed in by calling the security office. You'll also need the combination for the lock, which will be on the paperwork from the camp office. You'll have to book your site at Winter Island Park 6 months in advance if you want to visit in October. Remember that this is the closest and most convenient RV campsite in the area with limited spots. Spots will book fast, so good luck. Visiting Salem on the weekend before Halloween would be like visiting New York City the weekend before Christmas. Parking would have been a nightmare, so Carrie and I brought our e-bikes to travel from our campsite to the Essex Street pedestrian mall. This strip is arguably the center hub of the Salem experience, with the historic attractions positioned around its surrounding areas. As the crowds start filling in, you'll be treated to a variety of street performers. Don't forget to tip if you take a picture with one of them. Essex Street has many shops and eateries. It's also home of the Peabody Essex Museum. This is a not-so-hidden gem of Salem, which provides a nice break from the crowds. There were historical exhibits that documented the history of Salem, and exhibits that provided a glimpse into other cultures. As you see from the split screen, displayed are two different times of day on Essex Street. We got there early to park our bikes by the Bewitched statue so we could walk around and take pictures before the crowds flooded in. Dining at Salem can be a challenge depending on the size of your group. HauntedHappenings.org is a great resource for those curious about food options. We had breakfast early at the Fountain Place restaurant, which offered both indoor and outside dining. We chose an outdoor table and actually watched people wait in line for an indoor table longer than it took us to order, eat, pay our bill, and leave. Later on that day, we had dinner at O'Neill's Pub with only a 10-minute wait. It was nice staff and good food. So what more do you need? Why is there a Bewitched statue of Samantha Stevens in Salem? Well, at one point in the show's production history, they couldn't film the series due to a fire in their usual Hollywood set. So they shot some episodes in Salem known as the Salem Saga, and it was a boon to the area's tourism. If you'd like a photo with this iconic statue during the Halloween season, get there early or you'll be waiting a long while. Another tourist favorite spot in Salem is the Proctor House. This two-story structure is believed to be inhabited by John Proctor, who was convicted and hanged for witchcraft during the Salem witch trials of 1692. For more info, scan the QR code to visit the official website. There's also a weird duality of visiting Salem. It's a place of fun Halloween tourism, but also a historical landmark where people were accused and put to death based on superstitions and false accusations. The Witch Memorial reminds us of that and hopefully reminds us not to repeat history. It turns out that we needed one more day to fully explore Salem, Massachusetts. One of the most popular attractions is the Witch Museum, and we weren't able to get tickets. Tickets are only available online the day of the intended visit, so you have to be on the website at 12 a.m. in order to have a chance of even getting a spot. Even with me on my laptop and Carrie on her phone, we couldn't secure tickets as they were selling out fast. I think one of our issues was that cell service and Wi-Fi at Winter Island was not strong enough, so our devices couldn't efficiently load the site when we were searching for a non-sold out time. Although we were disappointed not to visit the Witch Museum, this just gives us another excuse to come back and visit Salem. Carrie and I had a blast visiting Salem for the first time. If you are an RVer, you'll definitely have to plan your trip way in advance. Winter Island Park served its purpose. It gave us a place to park our itty-bitty RV for 2 nights that was close to everything we wanted to see. The whole Salem experience was fun. However, if crowds get to you, then consider visiting during an off time and not a Halloween weekend like we did. Expect long lines for just about everything and have realistic expectations about parking and crowds. All of this considered, we will definitely be back to visit Salem again.